welcome back to Sam's Watch Review. In this video, I will show you how to set and operate this watch, Casio G-Shock G7900. And if you want to know more about this cool watch, you can check our review. I will put the link in the description. Okay, first there are 5 buttons. On the left side is the adjust and mode button, and on the right side is the split reset and the start stop button, and on the front side is the backlight button. Okay, now if you want to get to the timekeeping mode from any other mode, just press this one, the mode button on the lower left, until you get the high pitch beeping sound. That one, okay, and it will show something like this: day, hour, minute, second, and then month and date. Okay, now if you want to change the time format in the timekeeping mode, just press this one, the lower right button. So this one is 24-hour format, and if I press this button, it will change to the 12-hour format, so 9 PM, or this one, 21. And yes, for this video I will use 24-hour format. Okay, next, if you want to activate the backlight, easy, just press this one, the front light button. Okay, and the backlight will be active. And then next, if you want to activate the auto backlight, also easy, just press the top right button and hold until the indicator for auto backlight is active, this one, A.EL. So just press and hold until the indicator is active like this. So now if you tilt the watch, the backlight will be active by itself. And if you want to deactivate, also the same thing, just press and hold until the auto backlight indicator is not active like this. And anyway, if you forgot to deactivate, it's okay, it will be deactivated by itself after 6 hours. Okay, now if you want to activate the flash alert, also easy, just press and hold the lower right button until the flash alert indicator on the top right of the display is active like this. So now the flash alert is active. And if you want to deactivate, also the same thing, press and hold until the flash alert indicator is not showing or not active. Okay, next, if you want to activate the mute mode or silent button operation, you can do that in any mode, not just in timekeeping. And to do that, press and hold the mode button on the lower left until the mute indicator is active, this one on the lower right, mute. So now if you press any button, it will not make any beeping sound. But still for the alarm and then timer, also signal and stopwatch auto start, the watch still beeping. Okay, now let's get back to the timekeeping mode, and yeah, let me deactivate the mute mode. Okay, and yes, it's changing to the next mode, but let me just press the mode button until return to the timekeeping mode. Okay, now if you want to do the LCD check, you can do that by pressing 3 buttons at the same time: adjust, mode, and start stop. But the trick is to press the adjust button a bit earlier or the start button a bit earlier, and then the other 2 buttons. So you might want to hold the watch in this position, and yes, we get the LCD check screen. And then yes, press the start stop button to see the next check screen. Okay, and return to the timekeeping mode. Now let's continue with setting the time, date, and so on in the timekeeping. And to do that, we are in the timekeeping mode now, and then press and hold the adjust button on the top left. Okay, now let's start by setting the length of the afterglow for the backlight. And to do that, press the top right button. So this one, the small star symbol is showing that this one means that the backlight is 3 seconds. And then if you want to change, just press this one, the split reset button, and the star symbol is changing to a larger one, meaning that this one 5 seconds. So choose whichever you want, but I think I will just go with 3 seconds. Okay, now for the second, you can reset by pressing this one, the lower right button. If it is 30 or more, it will become 0 with additional minute, like this. Okay, and if it is 29 or less, it will become 0 without additional minute, like this. Okay, now press the mode button, and we are setting this one, the daylight saving or summertime. If you want to activate, just press the start stop button, and now it's on. If you want to deactivate, also the same button. Okay, now press the mode button, and we are moving to this one, the setting of the UTC offset. For this one, we can use these 2 buttons, the split and reset will decrease by half hour, and then the start stop will increase by half hour. And anyway, if you want to know the UTC offset of your location, you can check the link I will put in the description. Okay, now let's press the mode button, and now we set the hour. For this one, you can use these two buttons. So split or reset button will decrease and the start stop button will increase. So it's like counterclockwise and clockwise. Okay, press the mode button and now we are setting the minute. Also the same thing, split or reset will decrease and the start stop will increase. Okay, again the mode button and now we are setting the year. Also the same thing, split reset will decrease and start stop will increase. Again mode button and now is the month. Also the same thing, split reset to decrease and start stop to increase. Okay, press again and now is the date, split reset to decrease and start stop to increase. Again mode button and now back to the setting of the second. And if you're done with the setting for the time and date, you will need to press the adjust button and we are moving to the setting of the longitude and also the lunitidal interval. So this one is for the longitude. You can try to check the longitude of your location by checking the link in the description. Okay, and my location is 110 degree east, so I will set like this, but if not, then you can use these two buttons. So the split and reset button will decrease and the start stop will increase, and that's for the number. And then for the east or west, you will need to press the mode button, and now we can change by pressing this one, the start stop button. So this one is west and this one is east. Okay, and then press again and now is the lunitidal interval. So this one is the hour for the lunitidal interval. You can use these two buttons. So the split and reset button will decrease and start stop will increase. Okay, and then press again the mode button and now is for the minute of the lunitidal interval. Sorry. So for this one also the same thing, split reset will decrease and start stop will increase. But anyway, setting the number is easy, but to get the number is difficult. So yes, you might want to check Casio manual book, and maybe you will need to contact the hydrographic authority in your location to get the lunitidal interval number. Okay, next, press the mode button and we're back to the setting of the longitude, meaning done now, and then press the mode button and yes, finished. We have set the time, date, and also the longitude and lunitidal interval. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode, and that is the moon phase and tide graph. So press this one, the mode button, and yes, this one is the moon phase. So for this one, you can press the adjust button to switch between moon phase and tide graph like this. Okay, and let's start with the moon phase. So for the moon phase, you can use these two buttons, the split reset and the start stop, to change the date. So meaning that now December 23, the moon phase is 22. Okay, and then if I move forward 24, 25, then this is the moon phase 24 and so on. Okay, and if I want to go back, I can use this split reset button to go back. So 21, 20, December 20, December 19, and so on. Okay, and as you can see here, with the changing of the phase, this one also changing the moon diagram. So full moon is around 15 or 16 in this case. So yeah, 15 is full moon. 16 still shows like a full moon here. Okay, and so on. Okay, now for the moon phase, there's also a way to jump. Maybe if you want to check 2025 or 2020 and so on, checking the date that is far away from today, you can do that by press and hold the adjust button, this one. Okay, and you can set the year. Let's say I want to check the moon phase at 2026. Okay, and then the month is December and then the date is 23 let's say 24. Okay, so I press the mode button to switch between the year and then month and date. Okay, and then after that I press this one, the adjust button, and now it shows the tide, but actually I can press the adjust button once more, so now it shows the moon phase at this 2026. So if I press the split reset button and the start stop button, it will move forward and backward from that date. So yes, this one is December 25th 2026, and this one 24th 2026, and so on. Okay, and anyway, if you want to get back to current day or today, you don't need to press the adjust button and set again the year, month and date. You will need to just cycle through the modes, okay, and back to the moon phase and tide graph mode. So now it's back to current date. Okay, that's all for the moon phase. Let's move on to the tide graph, and from the moon phase, press this one, the adjust button, to switch to the tide graph. So for this one, you can use these two buttons to change the hour. So for example, this one, it shows that at 6, this is the tide condition. Okay, and then press the start stop button, and now for 10, 11, 12, and so on. Okay, and you can see the tide is on the tide graph. And sorry, one more thing, the date for the tide graph will be the same as the moon phase. So if I set the moon phase for 2026, then the tide graph shown will be for that same date. Okay, next let's move on to the next mode, and that is the stopwatch number 1 and number 2. Okay, press the mode button, and now stopwatch number 1. Actually, stopwatch number 1 and number 2 are the same, but for stopwatch number 1, it also features the auto start, meaning that I will show you. If you get to the stopwatch number 1 and then the view is still like this, so still 0, press the split reset button, and now it shows -5 seconds, meaning that we will get 5-second countdown before starting the stopwatch. So if I press the start stop button, it counts 3, 2, 1, and then starts the stopwatch. Okay, and as usual, you can use for start stop like this. Okay, start stop, continue, pause or stop, continue, pause or stop, and then reset using the top right button. You can also use it for split time. So yeah, if you don't activate this one, the auto start, then it will just run as usual like this. So if I press the start stop button, okay, and then I can also use for split time. So this is the second way to use the stopwatch. Okay, I press this one, so I get the split time 9 seconds 57. Okay, another split time, and so on. And to stop, use this one, the start stop button, and then reset. Anyway, there are 3 methods to use the stopwatch, but those are the 2 that is commonly used. Okay, now let's move on to stopwatch number 2 by pressing the mode button. So actually the same, but it doesn't have the auto start feature. Okay, if I press this one, it's not showing any auto start display. And yes, you can use the same method, so start stop as usual like this, and then reset, and also start and split time like this, continue, split, continue, stop, and reset. Okay, and that's all for stopwatch number 1 and number 2. Now let's move on to the countdown timer, this one. Okay, for the countdown timer, you can set the length by pressing and hold the top left button, this one, the adjust button. And now we can set the hour and the minute. Okay, but we cannot set the second. So for the hour, you can change the number by using these 2 buttons. The start stop will increase, and then the split reset will decrease. Okay, now press the mode button, and we can set the minute. So the start stop button will increase, and the split reset button will decrease. Okay, now press again the mode button, and now we are setting the auto repeat for the timer. If you want to activate, press the start stop button, and now it's active for the auto repeat, and press again if you want to deactivate. Okay, press the mode button, and now is the progress beeper. If you want to activate, press the start stop like this on, but if you want to deactivate, press the start stop and it is now off. Okay, now press the mode button and return to the setting of the hour for the countdown timer, and if you're done with the setting for the length and so on, press the adjust button and done. Now we can start the countdown timer by pressing this one, the start stop like this, and if you want to pause or stop, press again. Okay, if you want to continue, the same button and so on. Now let's stop and then reset using the top right button, this one. Okay, and that's all for the timer. Let's move on to the alarms. So press the mode button, and now we are in the alarm mode. This watch has 5 alarms, and this is the first one, snooze alarm, and then the next one is alarm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one is the signal, hourly signal or hourly chime. So let me show you to set the first one, the snooze alarm, and yes, let's say I want to use this as a wake up alarm at 5:30 in the morning. So to set the number, I press and hold the top left button. Okay, and now the hour is flashing or blinking. We can change the number using these 2 buttons. The start stop will increase, okay, and the reset button will decrease. Okay, so 5, and then press the mode button, and now we can set the minute. So for this one, the start stop will increase, and yes, let me set as 30. Okay, and then the split reset will decrease. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, 5:30, and then after that, if you press the mode button, it will move to this one, the month. So actually the alarms are multifunction alarm, but I will only show you for this video as a daily alarm. So this one is the month. If you want to set, you can use these 2 buttons. Split reset will decrease and start stop will increase. Okay, and if you want to use as daily alarm, so make sure this one is blank like this. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now is the date. You can also change the value here by using these 2 buttons, but since I want to show you as daily alarm, so this one should be blank. Okay, and then press the mode button and back to the setting of the hour, and done. Press the adjust button, and yes, done for the setting of the alarm, snooze alarm. And yes, if you want to deactivate this alarm, easy, just press the adjust button from this view. So now the snooze alarm is not active, and if you want to activate, also the same method. Let's say if you want to activate for Monday until Friday, but you want to deactivate for Saturday and Sunday, then yes, you can deactivate before you get to Saturday and Sunday. Okay, now for the alarm number 1, 2, 3, 4, the method to set is the same, so you can try by yourself. And then the next one is this one, the signal, hourly signal or hourly chime. If you want to activate, press the adjust button, and now it is active. As you can see here that the indicator for signal is active. And if you want to deactivate, also the same method, just press the adjust button, not press and hold, but just press. Okay, let me activate for now. And then yes, one more thing for the alarm, you can also do the alarm sound check. In the alarm mode, press and hold the start stop button, and it will give beeping sound. Okay, now let's continue with the next mode, and that is this one, the world time. Okay, for this one you can use these 2 buttons. The split reset button will move the city to the west, and the start stop will move the city to the east. Okay, and if you want to activate the daylight saving or summertime for that city, you can press and hold the adjust button. Okay, and now the ST is active for the city. So if I move to other city, it will have different setting. Okay, and let's say I want to activate also the daylight saving of the other city, for example this one, then I will need to press and hold the adjust button, and now it's also active for the daylight saving. And if you want to deactivate, also the same method, press and hold. Okay, and yes, I think that's all for the world time. And now press the mode button and we return to the timekeeping mode. And I hope I already cover all of the main setting and operation of this watch, Casio G-Shock G7900. If I missed something, please put in the comment below. It will be very helpful for me and also for the other viewers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Have a great day.